kind of like them because it kind of forces me to get something established. It kind of forces me to get something done, kind of just on the spot, right? And you have to kind of just go with it. So, welcome everybody. We are going to be starting with the line of action. Now, the line of action is called the line of action because it is the spine of the figure. Now, it's actually interesting because if you see even this guy right here, Matthias, actually right here, can you see the line of action? The line of action is the spine of the figure, right? So how we're going to start this off is we're actually going to, first off, we need to see how big this cross is actually going to be, right? So, how big is this? I'm actually just, I don't even really know in terms of the scope of the scale of the cross compared to a person. I don't know. Do any of you guys know how big? Like, did they change it up, or was there just like a set kind of like, okay, the cross was like 8 feet tall or something like that, right? I really don't know. That's how big we're gonna make it though. But also, it has to be the wingspan, right? It has to be as big to like literally carry a person on it. So that's kind of gnarly. Thinking about it that way. Now, it's weird because we did a Bible study on bearing our cross, and that's basically kind of what's getting me to think about this, and it's just really weird, actually, but... Okay, so I think we're going to do it kind of like this. Now, how are we going to draw the person? I'm not going to draw on the cross. I'm going to try and draw like a knight or something, like right here. I might even make this cross bigger. Okay, let's see here. So now we're going to start with our line of action. The line of action. Maybe let's try and place our 3 immovable masses with our proportion in here. Which might be... Let's just see if it's going to fit. Let's see if this person will fit in here. I'm actually going to have to push this up, I think, a little bit. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Actually, it is going to fit. Wow. But we could make... I want to make the figure a little bit bigger, right? How do we establish this? Let's make this cross a little bit bigger, everybody. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually push it up here. Actually, I guess we could just do it like that. Dude, crosses were huge compared to people. Like, this is gnarly, dude, thinking about how we're going to do this. Oh my goodness, dude, crosses were gnarly, actually. Oh well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. Again, let's just kind of go with it. We're going to start with maybe, I guess we will maybe use this proportion grid right here. And we're going to go and start with our 3 immovable masses, which will be the torso. I think I might actually push this a little bit to the side right here. Kind of tired right now, so 1, 2, forgive me if I am not doing a good drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4 is at the end of the pelvis, everybody. Now, this is not for every person, by the way. Like, especially if you were to study like Studio Ghibli or things of that nature, they definitely use a different proportional grid. Just 5, I've been noticing. And let's see here. Let's put on some other Matthias videos, because Matthias is a cool dude. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be at the end of the pelvis, roughly. This is kind of stiff. I actually might use the light box to do this as well. One, two, three, four, five, 5.5 is at the end of the knees. We're just roughing it in here, everybody. We don't know actually what we're really trying to go for. We're just, I've never really drawn a picture like this, so. This one is going to be very strange to do, everybody. So how do we draw a knight with a giant cross? That's the... Oh, man. Huh. I think it's going to work. Might work. Let's change the video. There's all sorts of longer. Let's see. This one. Bear our cross daily. We have to get rid of the ego. We have to. Man, this is a brutal drawing, man. This is a hard one. Oh, this is going to be hard. Let's see. So I'm trying to make it like the scale of an actual cross, which is insane to think about. That thing is a heavy piece of wood, man. Like, I feel like even having to carry that thing, you'd have to just be pretty strong just to carry that thing. Well, should we just send it? I'm just trying to think, how should we... Huh. Maybe we should have them, like, read in the Bible or something? Huh. This area is kind of like... There ain't nothing really on this area, huh? I feel like I should push it to the side now so I can have a little bit more space. We might actually just lightbox it right now just so I can move it and shift it over a little bit. Yeah, because this is kind of like in the middle. We should just shift it over just a tad. And this is the bad thing about doing the traditional stuff, because we actually might just shift it. Let's shift it over, everybody. I guess just to kind of just see what it's going to maybe seem like. Let's just put this green layer in just to kind of... We are going to use the light box though, but I just want to see how it's going to be sitting on all of this stuff. Okay, so we have deltoid, bicep, try and get it to where it fits on there. Man, that is very, very hard. It's very awkward, actually. Isn't that gnarly? What in the world? Maybe we'll keep it like this. Maybe we'll just keep this green layer. The only thing is, I probably sound so confused. I am confused, everybody. I've never really drawn a piece like this, so. I just feel like there's this open space right here, which I don't know what to do. That's why I'm going to actually lightbox it right now. We're actually going to shift it over just a little bit. Because then I kind of wanted to put something over here, which there's really not that much room, right? And I guess that would give me another little area to do something with over there, which we are. That's actually what we're doing right now, everybody. So we actually are going to use a light box. This one is very challenging. It's a very challenging drawing. So let's push this out of the way. We do have a light box, which this is a Crayola light box that I got at Walmart, like $15 or something. Bring this out. I rarely use this thing because sometimes I feel like it can be a hindrance, especially like if you're trying to get something done in one sitting. But in terms of something like this where I kind of have to make a drastic shift when I've already established a lot of the stuff, it kind of can help us work a little faster. How we're going to do this, we're going to take this and we'll see how we can shift it now just a little bit. We can actually move it around just a tad, right? And we can even have it just placed a little bit more on the side. I guess that might be, yeah, that will work a little bit better right there. Like that. Yeah. We'll push that down just a tad. There we go. And what we do here is we'll take some tape. I'll just cut it right here. Actually, sometimes you don't have to use tape. Sometimes I use this thing, but we are going to just tape it right now. Right there. Take this one, tape it right there. I'm going to turn off the light real quick. To bring out the pencil. We're actually going to push this light to the side right now, and now we can see it a little bit more, right? So let's just establish this character again. This will establish the character, so we're going to do line of action, torso. Actually, I should be doing the head. Now we're going to take this and just do our proportions to see if it will fit on here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I totally get that wrong? Oh, I did get that wrong. Oops. I did get that wrong. It's not fitting on there. 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. This is tilted, this character's tilted just a tad. Okay, so then we have we're going to work on our 3 immovable masses, which is going to be the head, the torso, and the pelvis. So let's work on the pelvis now. Head, torso, and the pelvis. What is this? What are we watching here? This is, oh wait, this is a BMX video, okay. This is not a BMX video, everybody. Oh man, I am tired. I probably shouldn't even be drawing right now, but we are drawing. Man. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 is at the end of the kneecaps. We're gonna make this chest a bit bigger. Man, the cross is crazy, bro. See an actual cross, like the scale of an actual cross? Dude, it is crazy that they would have to carry that thing around. Like, that is not, oh my god, that's a lot of weight. It's actually, I'm like, what in the world? I've never really, like, I've only drawn maybe, like, one other cross kind of potentially, like, or I guess, like, burying your cross. I guess I did do a couple studies, about burying the cross a bit. Okay, so let's put this cross in here now, which is almost straight up. It's so gnarly, it's just ridiculous right now. Okay, so let's do deltoid, bicep. And would that fit right there? I don't think it actually even would. All right. Okay, I might have to actually push this cross just a little bit more so it actually fits with the arm kind of going around it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to push it a little bit more to get it to fit correctly. And this is all these little things, which the light box, I guess, does help you with. Because I wouldn't have known to do that until now. Okay, let's take this light box layer off now. And let's see what we're left with. Which I don't really like using the light box as much, but... Okay, so what are we left with, everybody? Okay, we got that going. Put our light back on. Oh, oh man, this drawing is going to be gnarly. This might get kind of cringy, so... Send it, everybody. We're just gonna send it, everybody. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Where's my? Okay, here it is. Okay, let's take the light box off now. Now, some people, I actually used to use the light box much more heavily. Like I'd be like, oh, I gotta trace everything exact right. But I basically use it just to shift things very quickly. You know, because if I were to do all that, I would have to shift all that and draw all that over again. Which, if you were doing it digitally, you could just clip mask that and just push it over to the side or change the canvas size. Push that over there. Let's get another piece of paper. Actually, let's see here. Do, 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 like using these little clippers to hold the paper in place. Back to square one, everybody. It seems kind of grueling to just redraw that entire thing, but for some reason this is on manual for some reason. Let me see if I can auto figure it. Huh. There we go. It's kind of strange that there's still viewers in here. I'm wondering if people are just AFK or something. Normally people don't watch the drawing stream, and it's kind of strange that people are watching the drawing stream, because people normally don't watch the drawing stream, so. Who are you people? Just kidding. Just kidding, everybody. It's okay. You guys can watch. I'm streaming anyway, so. Oh, I actually got to move this over. See this little thing right here? Push it like that. Boop. And now I go back to this one. There. Boop. That. Okie dokie, everybody. Now I'm wondering, like, how skinny was this cross and so. It's hard to, like, get it to be in that right shape, right? Let's actually see if what would happen if we do it this way.
My biggest concern when I was thinking of getting Botox Cosmetic was losing my expression. I wanted to stay hobby and stay me. The doctor did great at explaining that the treatment plan for me was what I needed. So I got treated on my forehead, my crow's feet, and my frown.
Will that work, everybody, or is that cheesy? Should I do a knight? I guess this is kind of like the other thing. What should we draw for this character? I was kind of just thinking a knight, because knights are kind of easy to draw. But I don't know. Should we do a wild man? Should this guy be in a cloak? And then basically in the RPG element now of the stream. Also, like, what would the character be like? There's so many questions and so many. Confused, everybody. We're confused, everybody. Okay, we're gonna go into the green pencil now, because we need to establish this, because I'm running out of time. And this is why I actually started using this pencil in some weird ways, because it actually just kind of starts forcing me to just start finishing things. Because I know sometimes it's just like, I'm just like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try this. This kind of keeps my ADHD, even though I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, it kind of just keeps me a little bit more like, okay, we have this established, let's finish it, you know? So that's what we're actually going to do. So let's do our line of action. Let's do our head, torso, pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 is at the end of the knee cap. man. The cross is going to be the hard one because I don't know how to. I mean, this cross maybe should be in the front of this guy's foot, right? I don't know. How would we do that? It actually would be in front. I actually got that wrong. Fudge. Oh well. This is why we have to. This is why these things are kind of like challenging. So like, how do we figure this out? Because this. I've never really drawn a character like this where there's this gigantic cross and they're just so brutally. It's like weird. Like, would this be in the front of this guy's foot? I actually think it might be. Now I think about it, because if that's under arm, actually I don't know. How do we do that? Let's see. I've never been so confused. No, I have been confused. This one's just, it's just, I've never drawn a character like this. I'm like, the cross is so hard to do in this. I'm just so used to just like putting something in the background, right? But I'm like thinking, how do you bury your cross? Like, you gotta lift that thing up. It's like, what in the world? Like, it's so, I don't know what to, I don't know if we should like put like a shield. Is that what we should do? Like, just put it, just totally make this guy a knight? Just a paladin, right? Maybe it'll be like this floating sword right here. It sounds awesome, huh? I like this song. It's gnarly. It's gnarly, dude. I think we're getting a little bit closer. Let me look, actually. I need to look up like what crosses look like. What was the scale of a cross to the man back in the day? Like, how big was that? I really don't know. Bro, those things were huge, bro. What in the world? Oh my goodness, these were... You would have to carry that thing? Dude. Man, some of these sculptors, man, they made it just gigantic, bro. Like, that thing would be like 300 pounds or something like that. Actually, I don't know if it'd be that much. I think maybe... Wow, this one's gnarly, bro. Jeez. crazy drawing right there. I can make it a little bit smaller right here. You guys have any tips on this drawing? Because this one's a challenging one. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's so hard to like place it in here. It's also weird because I'm looking at some of these drawings and some of them like they made the cross like actually kind of like a circular log thing. Actually very weird. I guess we'll just do it like a normal one. There must have been so many different types of crosses that they made. Should I just commit to it? I think we're going to commit to it, everybody. If I go into that green pencil, we're just going to have to go with it, bro. Yep, let's just go. Let's just send it, dude. We're sending it. Let's go for it. We're just gonna commit, dude. I gotta get something done right now. Yeah, we're gonna send it. Yep. Let's go for it. We're gonna commit to it, I guess. I guess I could make it thicker right here. Okay, now I'm like confused. Okay, let's see. Because I feel like that would kind of snap a little bit. So. That looks a little bit better, huh? That looks a little bit more like... It's strange that I would think that, like, it's weird, like, would this thing even support your weight? Because I feel like they definitely thought about that stuff. It's actually strange that people did think about it that way, right? Because, like, you know, because, like, this cross was a form of humiliation. You know, like, when you were dying on this thing, like... people wanted to see. They were like, you're gonna be sprawled out like a... It's brutal, man. It's just strange even thinking about it that way. I've never actually thought about it that way. Because, you know, it's always weird, because the Bible study tripped me out today, because the Bible study today went into, like, you know, most people think the cross is just, like, our difficulties in life and stuff like that. But what was weird is the Bible study went into, you know, the cross was this crazy thing. It was like, can we lay down our life for the Lord? It's like, are we going to give up everything for the Lord? Because the cross is this sign of humiliation and just this crazy, it's like, it's crazy to think about, man. It's brutal, actually. It's also just weird because I feel like if we were to, man, there's so many thoughts in my head right now. I don't know if I should do just a helmet or are we going to do actual like person on this? Like a portrait and stuff. What should we do, everybody? I guess I got it. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, how crazy would it be if there was like wings on this dude? Oh, that would be gnarly. Huh. I'm wondering, you know what? I'm wondering, do angels have to bear their own cross? That's actually what I'm wondering now. I've never heard anybody say that. Okay, I'm gonna erase some of this just because we're going to get a little bit deeper into this now. I don't know if I should do like a helmet or just, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know what to do. Helmet or no helmet? I guess we can just kind of mess around now. I think I am going to do a helmet. That would kind of make it a little bit, because yeah. Right, because we're trying to do a knight, but I don't know. Face on this. We'll just give it a face a go just to see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna commit to it. I feel like it'd be like a stern face because, bro, you're carrying this gigantic cross. It's brutal. Oh my god, I broke the lid. It's kind of scared me. Yeah, I guess we will go with a face. Bro, this drawing is going to be gnarly, bro. I've never drawn anything like this before. It was all just because of the Bible study today. I would have actually never even drawn this thing if I didn't do the Bible study. I wouldn't even have thought about even doing anything like this. I would have just drawn like a dude with a bike. Okay, 1, 2 is at the end of the pec.
You get 86,400 seconds per day. With iconic design DNA, everyday SUV functionality and comfort.
We could do like Roman, kind of like Roman, like the, what was it called? That thing in Gladiator those guys were wearing. What was it called? I know it was named something. What was it called? Girding your loins, I think. Yeah, it was girding your loins. Interesting. Huh. Okay, let's work on the hard parts now. What am I doing? No idea. I guess I do have an idea, but it's just, I don't know. This one's kind of cringy, but I'm sorry, Lord. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if I'm stewarding this properly. I'm trying to, though. I just gotta full send it now, I guess. It's like, how crazy would it be if just all these video games were just like, alright, let's bear a cross, everybody, we're gonna put a cross in all our video games. That would be gnarly, bro. Because it really isn't that hard to draw like a little cross. But what's actually tripping me out, though, is like, you have to be pretty strong to bear your cross, actually. What type of shield? We'll just do a round shield, because that'll make it easier on me. Commercials are messing me up. I legitimately think these commercials always like make. Let's go for it. Let's just send it. Let's go, 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 go. Come on. Quads, obliques, we got the abs, the pec is at 2, we got the torso at 4, we got the deltoid, we have front delt, actually this is front delt, side delt, there's a back delt, this is latissimus dorsi that goes around the back. I forgot what these muscles are called, but those are called a muscle. So. I think we're going to do wings on this character. It's not supposedly supposed to be an angel. It's supposed to be like, you know, Isaiah 40:31. Because we're supposed to, not grow weary. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom. We're full sending it, boys. Boys and girls. We gotta bear our cross. Man, this Bible study's brutal though today, man. I guess we will put the sword. We're sending it, everybody. Nothing to it, but to do it. Whether we eat or drink, let us do it for the glory of the Lord. I'm sorry, Lord, if I'm not stewarding this properly. I'm trying to make it cool, but... trying to make it cool. I don't know. How do we make it cool looking, right? Go. We put the Bible verse right here. I kind of want to put a skull right here. Kind of like death and life. Like, we're gonna choose death or we're gonna choose life? Are we gonna choose to kill or are we gonna choose to... I don't know. We're just drawing a skull because it looks cool. Okay, I need to start... Okay, let me think. What are we doing here? Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, ba, da, dun, boom. Oh man, this is brutal drawing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh come on.
Put your hands together
Hold on.
for Lady Raven.
Yeah, it's like the graffiti pieces actually like warmed me up to this, because I literally drew like we did like 50 crosses and graffiti pieces, and I'm just basically just doing that, but we're doing a character in it. I'm gonna put a heart on it too. We're supposed to bear the fruit of the spirits, everybody. think I made it a little lopsided, huh? Fudge. Oh, those are dirty, all that. Excuse me.
If you're a veteran experiencing the harmful consequences of substance misuse, VA has many treatments to help veterans.
Fudge, you're just totally messing up. Charger at? Ay, 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 ay.
Don't put up with rotten sleep during the biggest sale of the season at Denver Mattress. Right now, everything is on sale. Like the Summit, now only $274.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Kick that rotten sleep to the curb. Only at Denver Mattress.
Bandaria saba ubia samia pa. Should I just do a bunch of skulls on the ground? That might be kind of cool, huh? Kind of like death and life. Kind of like... Dude, that actually might be kind of brutal to do. We are gonna do that. Sorry, Lord. Do you want me to do this or do you not want me to do this? I don't know what you want me to do. It's not like he killed him, it's just... It's almost like the... Kind of like the, all the souls that have died. Or something, I don't know. That is pretty crazy to think about. Just all the souls just died, you know, prior to us just, you know, being alive right now. That's actually just crazy to think about. That's crazy to think about. Just all the souls that have died already. Man, that's brutal. I don't know if I actually should do the skull thing. I don't know if I should now. Fudge. Yeah, people are gonna say stuff. I know, let's not do it that way. Why did I do that? Bad idea. I have done a drawing a long, long time ago when I was kind of like that. A very long time ago. Oh, I'm tired. I was just trying to get this one down. I'm drawing a skull in a while. I guess I don't have to. I guess we just do it like that. There shouldn't even be a skull, I think. Should there be? I don't know. Yeah, let's not do a skull. Darn it, I already just put all those down there. I'll just put the Bioverse in and we'll call it a day, everybody. I'm tired. We are tired, everybody's. What verse was that? Bearing a cross every day. I need to go get my charger. I'll be right back. Oh wait, isn't there a charger over here? What's happened to it? Holy moly. Dude, I just caught a ginormous spider. Holy moly, look at this thing. Dude, we just caught a ginormous spider. What in the world? Look at this thing. Holy moly, dude. Dude. That thing's weird. We literally, dude, this is just in the kitchen right now. Man, it would hurt the squirrels. I'm at the point where it's like, should I kill it or? Bro, that's so crazy. I've never seen a spider this big. Dude. I literally just caught this in the kitchen. I think it's a tarantula of some sort. Dude, that thing's gnarly, bro. Maybe I should keep it as a pet. Holy moly, dude. This thing's brutal. Look at that thing. Dude, that's the biggest spider I've ever caught in my entire life, dude. Holy moly. Dude, that thing's weird. Bro, that thing's so strange. I've never caught a bug this big. This is the biggest bug I've ever caught in my entire life. I guess I won't kill it. I don't know, what should I do? Now the only reason, see, I'm in this weird perplexing situation because there is a family of squirrels that live in my backyard. And this thing would probably hurt the squirrels, right? So what do? Do I kill it or do I just let it free? I don't know. We're just gonna let it go, everybody. But if it hurts the squirrels, oh my goodness. I would rather have the squirrels than have this thing alive. Bro, that thing's weird. You can see its eyeballs. So strange. Man. Dude, that is so crazy, bro. It's straight. I thought it was a little dust thing in the corner. Oh man. I guess guess I'll let it free, I guess. We'll let the spider free, but hopefully it doesn't hurt the squirrels.
We're expecting heavy turbulence. So prepare your grace for impact.
No. Remember a lady came and tried to have her husband killed and let go? No, that he let go.
Yeah, her husband was just found dead.
So what happened?
From my perspective, you're getting a little sloppy. You think you're Gary?
Who the hitman?
My name is Gary Johnson, and my simple question for you is, who is your hitman?
I let it go.
We'll see.
Man. See, that's what kind of started tripping me out. I was about to kill it. But then, I don't know. What do you do in that situation? I feel like God just tested me right there. Was I going to kill that thing or was I going to let it go? We're going to let it go. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the squirrels though. That's gnarly. Oh yeah, I gotta get my charger. Okay, what are we doing here? Where's my charger thing at? Oh, darn it, the cable's over in the other room. Okay, everybody. Holy moly, today is brutal. Holy cachalito. Holy calito, everybody. Holy cannoli. Holy cannoli. Let us bear fruit for the Lord, everybody. Bear the fruit. Bear the fruit. Bear the fruit. I tried to make this one more gnarly just because of the aspect of bearing our cross today. We gave it a go. I gave it a go. kind of not sure how... What is this? Oh wow, is this a new one? Might be a new one. Let's see if this is this on copyright? It's not. Wow. Oh no, wait, is it? No, it's not on copyright. Wow. Kind of wondering, how is it? I think it's more. Oh yeah, it is. There's actually a line right here. Oh, should I get to this? Funnies. Funnies? What in the... Sometimes I forget I'm streaming, because generally nobody really watches the drawing streams. When I do the drawing streams are kind of slow, I guess, but... Today I'm drawing... You know, I don't... The thing is, I feel like I draw a lot of the one... Well, actually, why I started drawing people with wings is because of this verse right here. It's Isaiah. How do I spell Isaiah? I always spell Isaiah wrong. Isaiah 40:31. Oh yeah, it's this one. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. So sometimes I think about that, and I'm just like, sounds kind of weird. I don't know if it's really per se an angel or something. But yeah, this one was actually very, very challenging to do. I've done a burying our cross piece a long time ago, but it was kind of like an older one, and the thing was, what was the hardest part about it is putting the cross in there, but then also how do you get it to where it almost like, I don't know, it's very challenging. What's actually crazy, I never really realized how gnarly like crosses are in terms of like the weight and the scale. I honestly think this cross is actually a little bit too small compared to a person that were to be actually on it. And it's crazy to think of, and the only reason it sounds weird, but the only reason why I'm actually doing this drawing is because today I did this Bible study on bearing our cross, which I'm going to put right there. We take up the throne of fallen angels? Interesting. But we are going to put a verse in here. Let me look up the verse. It was like, take up your cross daily. And it was so crazy, like, reading the commentaries. I was like, what in the world? Take up your cross daily. I think it's like Luke something. It's Luke 9:23. Yeah, there's NIV. I think we're running to the ESV. What does the NSAB say? because I know that's the Catholic version, right? NSAB. What is that? I'm actually curious. What is it? It's weird because it says there's two of them right there. I don't know which one. Which one do you guys use? And he was saying to them all, if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Basically the same thing as the ESV version. And he said to all, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. DRA. Interesting, wow. You're gonna be streaming some Age of Empires? That's funny. I used to play Age of Empires growing up. That's funny. Did you? I was actually just listening to the soundtrack of Age of Empires. Not the more modern. Okay, I see. Interesting. Now, yesterday we did do. I don't know if you saw the stream yesterday, but I don't even know what happened to the drawing. I'm drawing somewhere here. I lost it actually. Oh yeah, here's the one. We actually did this one yesterday. Which this one actually turned out really cool. This is actually what I normally draw, by the way. I normally just draw, like, basically an RPG character with just this chick's like a gothic RPG character, and then I basically just draw a bike in the background. And I really like doing these ones. These ones are very... This is basically my comfort zone right here, because I could just basically draw a character, boom, and then just throw a bike in there, and then... But this one right here was like, holy moly, this one was hard to do. I had to, like... I don't even know what I'm really going for. Age of Empires 2. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. My dad actually, when I was actually like really, really young, I played Age of Empires. Oh yeah, we're gonna write this verse up in here. I'll write it up right up in here. And what happened to my ruler? Where'd my ruler go? I don't know if you've used any of these things, but I also have some new items. I got this thing right here. This is like a watercolor thing. I've never used it yet before. I've also started potentially maybe wanting to ink out some stuff, so I got the Micron 5005. I got the brush one, and then I got this one. The only problem is inking frustrates me so much. I used to ink a lot actually on stream. The thing is that it's like, man, there's been so many inks where I'm like inking it out right. And then I just like, and then it's just like, and then it's like, I don't even know what to do anymore because I just get frustrated. I am looking for my ruler. Where did my ruler go? Where it went? Yeah, I've never really dabbled with the inking. I mean, with the watercolor that much. Now I'm trying to find where I put... Oh, here's the ruler. I have this rare item. This rare item is this flexible ruler that I actually got a long, long time ago. And I can't believe I still have this thing. I need to find some different music. Oh, you used to draw with pen. That's really, really hard. There is that one dude, like that Kim Jong-gi guy. He used to just go straight into pen. That stuff's brutal. You have to use... This is actually from like one of those old test things, you know, like in school and stuff. A long, long time ago. I kept it for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, it makes you rely on perspective. But yeah, basically, oh yeah, another thing that I started using, so normally what I actually do is most of these drawings, I actually just keep it very, very simple. I'm basically using this ruler right here, and then just computer paper right here. But, as of late, I actually found a new item that has actually really been speeding up my process, and it's this right here. It's this Mono Zero exact eraser. This has actually probably cut down my drawing quite significantly, actually, because normally what happens is I use this eraser right here, right? and say like I was gonna erase like part of this, like part of that eyeball, right? Well, then I would actually have to draw a piece of that hair. And now this one, it's just like, man, I just get to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to write this verse in here. By the way, this is also what I'm using. I'm just using Crayola colored pencils. Now, I don't know if you've listened to any of the other streams that I've done. I say this a lot, but the thing is that these Crayola colored pencils, they're very, very hard to erase. So it can get very frustrating. You kind of have to just like go with it if you kind of lay down that colored pencil layer. Okay, yeah. Interesting. I used to do a lot of digital work, but I have not done... I guess I was working on like some animation stuff a bit ago on the tablet. Wait, you do animation stuff. I forgot that you do animation stuff. I'll show you some of that. Here, I'll show you like this animation stuff I've been doing. I guess I haven't done it in months. It's actually been a very, 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 very long time since I've even dabbled with animation. But I would do this flip-a-clip thing. Flip-a-clip. That's what I was using. Let's see here. Do I have to log in? Hopefully I don't have to log in. Now, which one? This is like the last digital stuff I've done. I think it was maybe... Which one was it? Was it this one? Let me see. I don't know. No, I have to watch an ad to use it. Darn it. Wait, I will. Not like crazy animation stuff, but let's see here. I have been messing around with it. It's a long time ago. No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? Which one is it? I don't know where they are. What happened to all my animations? They're gone. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, so here's like one that I did a long, long time ago. Like that. I didn't do any like the detail stuff, but it's basically, how many frames was that? That one was like 50 frames right there. It's crazy. Some of that part, like this part right here, I actually got inspired by Dragon Ball Z. This part right here, that's kind of like inspired by like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I haven't dabbled with the digital in so long. It's been so long since I've even done it. It was my last dabbling with digital art. But I did used to do a lot of digital art a long time ago. Okay, what are we're writing in Luke 9:23 right here. Hopefully I can write it all up in here. Push this like this. Zoom this in. And let's see.
It is imperative that your eyes be open. Look at this would prove you can fight.
Oh, let's hear. I'm currently trying to animate something. Animation really grounds you to learn anatomy and movements. Yeah, anatomy is definitely a big one. I think the proportional one's definitely the big one. I don't know who you studied, but I studied the Bridgman, which a lot of artists do kind of study Bridgman, but normally I see people either go Bridgman, or they study Andrew Loomis, or Glenn Vilppu. In terms of like their anatomy. Oh yeah, Andrew, okay, yeah. You went down the Andrew Loomis path. I actually didn't go down the Andrew. I do actually a little bit of Andrew Loomis. I guess maybe I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to see it on this one, but, you know, kind of taking the... Because I know Andrew Loomis, he goes into, like, talking about, like, the arcing stuff, so, you know, like, I'd take that arc and arc it over here, and, like, arc the hand to arc that one, or the shoulder and stuff like that. Because Bridgman doesn't talk about that, but... So I kind of do a mixture of Andrew Loomis and Bridgman. Maybe we got the coordinates right. Oh, I see. Yeah, Glenn Vilppu is another one. Glenn Vilppu's really good to study. I do a little bit of Glenn Vilppu too, because Glenn Vilppu's very about the gesture and like the movement of the forms and stuff like that. I'm gonna write this verse in here. Let's write it down. Hopefully it all fits in here. And he said to all, I don't know if it's even going to fit all in here. I might have to rewrite this. If anyone would come after me, if anyone I learned a bit of everything. I know that's a good one too, just kind of just doing a little bit of it all. Something that moved my art a lot was learning about ellipses and how they interact with plane of perspective. Yeah, ellipses are hard, holy moly. Doing the perspective of ellipses is very challenging. I'm actually really bad at the perspective. I did study a lot of perspective a bit, but just getting it all, man, perspective gets gnarly. If anyone would come, if anyone would after me, comma, let him deny himself. Deny himself. And take up his cross daily and follow me. Man, I'm barely going to be able to fit that in there. I made a lot of 3D models a lot more often, but then I lost it. I have dabbled a little bit with the 3D models. A little bit. In terms of like sculpting and stuff. But sculpting's hard because it's basically like drawing on every single angle. So, and take up his cross daily. Now this is the good thing about digital is because you could just... Because there's been many times where I like write it in and I actually like... It doesn't fully fit it in there. I'm like, ah, and I gotta rewrite the entire thing. Deny himself and take up his cross daily and take up his cross daily and follow me. Or wait, is that what it says? And follow me. Dude, I actually fitted, look at that, I fit it in there pretty good. Holy moly, that was a full on, I just sent that and it actually worked. That's Luke 9:23. Luke 9:23. 23. Do this little line thing. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, I have just tons of drawings right now all around me. I actually have a lot of my perspective. Is this my perspective studies? This is my perspective study pile. Kind of going into, you know what, actually a good thing, actually, Jane, you would actually, I think would really help, is to learn the perspective thing, because you can take a scene, right? You can take a scene and you can do the same scene but in different camera angles, right? So this is actually the same scene. So this is bird's eye view. This is three above perspective. I don't know what that one's called. This one's a mid eye level perspective, or that's actually a little bit below, and then this one's like mid. Yeah, it's kind of like storyboard stuff a little bit. Let's see here. What other? I have a bunch of like perspective studies that we got up in here. I've done a long time ago. I haven't done this. I haven't done the perspective studies in a very long time. But what else we got up in here? Where are all my perspective studies? I thought they were in here. These ones. Kind of weird. Usually have a plethora of drawings. Here's like another one. We can have like that one, and then we move it to a different perspective plane. Boop! Above eye level of the same scene. That one really gets, when you start doing the same scene in different perspectives, that one really, I feel like that one really kind of gets you start thinking about drawing like in 3D. Oh yeah, here's another one up in here. Here's actually a very, I think this is actually what Andrew Loomis goes into too, you know? Like how you take, like how you'll put it in the perspective, but then you can take a person and then you can place this in the same area as the same proportion of a person up in here. That one's actually very, very important to do in terms of like animating and stuff at a bigger scale. But all this stuff's really confusing. Like, I don't do the perspective stuff much anymore just because it's just a headache. It is a headache to do perspective stuff. Shout out to anybody that does perspective stuff because it's just gnarly. Here's another good one too. This one's like the repeating patterns. There's like a lot of weird like math, like strange like math stuff about doing like the repeating patterns. But then we could do like free form like crosses and stuff like that in just like a 1-point perspective. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the composition for sure. Yeah, perspective is it is. It's really weird. I generally do just very simple perspective now. Just kind of like winging it and stuff. I basically wing the perspective nowadays.
Behold, the Jimmy John's great Italian masterpiece. The caprese salami pesto, crafted with fresh mozzarella.
What am I doing here? Where's my green pencil at? This dude's ripped. You love teaching stuff like this? That's fun, huh? I did hear somebody say if you can teach something, it definitely helps you to learn it as well. To learn the concept of stuff like that. I'm about done with this drawing for today. I can show you, I mean, you probably already know it, but you know, there is a bunch of like warm-up. I don't really do warm-ups as much anymore. But, you know, there are some warm-ups that I used to do in terms of like the gesture drawing, you know, like so we would just, I think a good warm-up that I would, actually this one actually might help you. I actually used to do this warm-up a lot. So what I would do is I would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what I would do from here is then I would just I would do like a top perspective and just blocking these into cubes, and I would actually do this before every single drawing. This is actually what I used to do. I don't do it anymore, but I did used to do this. So we're just moving this cube around, but then also and then we do like the mid plane right here, and like this mid plane, and this one would be completely straight on. Like that. And this would be like this. I think this is a very good warm up to do to just kind of start thinking about things in a 3D. It's almost like we're downloading the 3D program, but we're just doing a 3D program with drawing, you know. But I have seen some other animators and what they would do. They would do this very similar warm up. Another warm up that they would do is that they would do this one, and just this is for like kind of getting your hand, like basically you would hit this one, and you're supposed to hit those two, and it's basically just for accuracy of like your hand or something like that. I know some animators would do stuff like that as warm-ups. And then another warm-up, what I used to do, if I can find some paper. Let's see, do I have any more paper up in here? Where is the paper? Another warm-up I would do in terms of, let me just move this up in here. I would do this warm-up, and it would just be like scribbling, you know, just kind of like, you know, and then just being like, oh, well, how can we put the 3 movable masses in this, right? So we'd go like, you know, you could just make gestures of all this stuff and seeing if we can just build up little figures in here, right? I think that was a good one. I don't do this really much anymore, but I used to do it a lot. You know, this one right here. But basically, it's the 3 movable mass, because that's what Bridgman teaches. It's just like these 3 movable masses are just like super, super important. Something like that we do. Just figure invention. The tornado. There's a pile of hot dogs. The fingers. Are you streaming right now? Oh wait, you're streaming Age of Empires. Oh yeah, huh? Maybe I should like make a Discord. Everybody told me I need to make a Discord. There was this thing a long time ago on DeviantArt where you could draw with people, right? You could literally just draw with people in real time. But I would do a lot of these, just messing around. Basically, this is just the line of action, Just can you make a figure in this, right? I don't know. And then you could like build them up and stuff like that. Now I really don't do that because I kind of try and do a drawing in one sitting. That's kind of been my game at the moment. I just try and do one drawing, one sitting. Sometimes it's really cringy, and then it's just like I'm like, all right, next day I'm gonna just do something different. You're not a fan of Discord anymore? Yeah, I know, huh? I used to. It was pretty fun because you could like invite people and like. But then they would like cover up your drawing and stuff like that sometimes. It was kind of fun. Yeah, honestly, I've been trying to find more Christian artists. There is this one dude, his name's Kai the Artist. I don't know, do you follow that guy? I know this guy's a believer. I think, let me put his name in here. Kai the Artist. That guy. Or wait, I spelt it wrong. Kai the Artist. I think it's that. If you give him a follow, I think that dude's a believer. I've been trying to find more like believers that are drawing and stuff like that, but I haven't been finding that many. They are on Twitch. I think he was streaming yesterday, actually, or the other day. I don't know about yesterday, but he does. He has been popping in some days. Right now, I'm just kind of unifying a lot of stuff. I'm about done with this drawing. I guess I'll sign it right here or something. Maybe put some symbols in here. Lately, I've been liking putting little symbols and stuff. Put a little signature right here. Right here. So I actually have two variations of the signature that I do. So you see this signature right here, because like some pieces I can't just put a big signature in. So what I do is I take this front part with the J, and then see this last part with the R. And what I started doing is I started just doing a little one, so I don't have to do the big signature on a lot of things. Like that. For the glory of God. I might put a Cairo symbol, but probably gonna put a fish symbol. I'm liking the little fish symbol. To become fishers of men. Become fishers of men. Which actually, if you know the lore of the fish symbol, there's actually some interesting lore to the fish symbol itself. And it actually used to be a secret code for Christians, actually, what they would do. And what they would do is, like one guy would walk around and he would have a staff, right? And they would write it on the ground itself. It's actually very interesting. It's actually a symbol that is thousands and thousands of years old. And what they would do is they would go like this, right? One person would go like this. They would go, boom, and then, wait. Oh man, I totally messed that up. The one person would go like that, and then another person would go like that. Oops. Totally messed that up. That was kind of a bad one, but I'm going to clean it up with this. So, what one person would do is one person would walk around with their staff, and they would go like this on the ground. And then the thing was it was a secret code. So then if you met another believer and they knew the code, what they would do is then they would go and put another thing like that. And it was basically the little like hidden gesture thing. So I kind of messed it up a little bit, but a little gesture thing. Okay, yeah, it was a code. Yeah, yeah, I saw it on a documentary, a long documentary a while back. Kind of want to maybe go into a little bit more of this. This neck seems a little weird. And they were heavily persecuted. Something like that, huh? There's a lot of interesting lore. Even just the whole, kind of even the figure drawing stuff that I'm doing, because, you know, like Bridgman, if you actually even see the Bridgman, I think it's How to Draw from Life or something like that. That book, I think you can probably find a free PDF online. He goes into talking about like how even some of the drawings that he is in that book, it was actually, some of them were actually studies from Michelangelo. And so in some ways, the technique that I'm doing, I'm kind of just doing the Michelangelo technique with the boxes, and you know, it's basically this one right here. Even just thinking about this, it's kind of like the Michelangelo technique of like making thinking about things in boxes and then building up the boxes, you know, with like mass and stuff like that. That's kind of how I started learning. And then that's how this one was built up. Basically this box, and this box right here. And actually, if you see these little lines right here, I don't know if you can really see them. This is actually the proportional grid. That right there, and it goes one from the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. And that's how we kind of built this figure up. Now I use that one just because that's the one that kind of Bridgman taught. But I know like Studio Ghibli, and there's a whole bunch of different animation studios, they have their own different like proportional grid that they do. That emote is hilarious. I get older, sister being top iron. That's funny. But I am about almost done up in here. I don't know what else I could really go into. I guess I could maybe ink it out, but I ain't gonna ink it out on stream. Yep. Yeah, but I'm about done for the stream for the day. I don't know what else I could put in here. Might put maybe a God Gospel thing. Nah, I'm done. I'm done with this one. This one was a little cringy. This drawing was kind of hard and cringe. It was just a weird drawing. Just because I did the Bible study today on it. So another thing that I do, I use this wood right here, and I kind of sprawl it out. See how I have these little things right here? What I do is I take it off on this one, and the only reason why I do it is because see how this one kind of like peels up like that? I basically use this to take a thumbnail of the drawing, or a picture of the drawing as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. And basically put it all on this one. Now I can get a thumbnail. Now let's see if I can get it on the thing. I think I'm gonna have to push this camera back or something. Is this totally zoomed out? It is all zoomed out. That's weird. I'm actually gonna have to push this forward a little bit so I have some room. Push this back a little bit. Then we're gonna take this thing, and I'm actually gonna take this BMX video thing off real quick. Actually, for now. I'm gonna take this thing off. Now I am going to get a thumbnail for the stream, and I basically take a screenshot of this thumbnail, and then I'm going to put a little biking clip right here or something. So I'm going to get this to be totally even. Not bad. This one was hard. This drawing was definitely challenging. I've never really done a drawing like this. Definitely out of my comfort zone a bit. Still kind of somewhat in the comfort zone, but... Okay, I think we're good. I think that will be the thumbnail for the stream. Here's some close-ups. Got Luke 9:23. Got the sword of the Spirit. We're supposed to bear fruit on the vine for the Lord. He's wearing the gladiator thing. You want the lore? The lore is basically that in the Bible study that we did. He said to them, and he said to all, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. The lore is actually in the Bible study that I did in front of the stream, which you can listen to. It was actually a very, very hard Bible study for me today. And it kind of went into... denying ourselves, because here, I mean, if we want the deeper lore of it, right? Yesterday I went into talking about self-doubt, failure, the fear of failure, and stuff like this. And then there was a believer yesterday, or last night, or actually, it was last night. And they started talking about things of like, they brought up this verse. Actually, they brought up this verse right here. And how this one started going into deny. We are to deny ourselves, right? And so today it was kind of strange because it went into almost like us denying our ego, right? Because sometimes our ego can actually hinder us because we go, oh, well, what are these people going to think about me? You know, what if they make fun of me? What if I get humiliated? But then that's the whole ironic thing about the cross, is because the cross was a tool of torture and to kill people in a very humiliating manner. And so it's almost like the Lord, when I think about this verse, I think about kind of us, are we able to not be ashamed of the gospel even when things get hard, potentially? So yeah. Did you see my recent post? On Twitch or Instagram? I did like that animation that you did. And that is the drawing for today. Oh yeah, I did like it. When did you post it? Did you post it earlier this week or was it last week? Because I saw that the animation that you did is really well done. Is that what you're talking about? Oh yeah, last week. Yeah, I gave it a like. I saw it. I did see it. Is the intro for Containment. Oh, interesting. Huh. Well, you keep it up, Jade. You keep it up. Every drawing is another step towards progression. That's what somebody told me. Oh yeah, another thing. I don't know if you have listened to any of my older... I mean, I do it most yeah, it's true. But the thing is what I was taught from this guy, Brad Rigney, which Brad Rigney is a believer. is basically he said, and I've always just remembered it, right? Basically he said, you know, you do the line of action, the figure, but then he said to work on the hardest parts first. So on most of these drawings, even this drawing today, I didn't do it too much on this one because I kind of forgot. Sometimes I forget, right? But you want to work on the hardest parts first. So generally I start with the head, and then I start with the hands. And then basically what Brad Rigney, he works for MTG, and he says from that it kind of makes everything else kind of like easy mode, where you can kind of just go all the way around it. And those ones are very, very... I feel like that is a big tip that has helped me a lot. I'm out of here, Jane. You saw the last parts of this weird drawing that I did. I kind of don't like working on this scale, just because it's like weird on stream, right? I feel like if I draw it like that, it can kind of be more like on it, but... Blessings to you, Jane. Keep it up. Don't give up. Glory be to the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, the Lord Jesus Christ. You get a big scale. I just draw on computer paper. I have drawn on bigger. I do have a bunch of sketchbooks filled up. We out of here, Jane. You have a good one? Peace out, Jane. Farewell. Farewell, traveler.